Journaling in the morning for me, I learned to wake up a little bit earlier and to make sure that I fit it in my schedule before I start meetings. Hello, beautiful people. So I wanted to touch on a topic today, which is one of my favorite things to do in my rituals that I have in my life. And I can't stress enough how rituals that I've created really changed my life completely. Not only just about mindset, but just about feeling energetic and balanced, and that my life doesn't feel like it's falling on me in my busy life, working and being an entrepreneur and a content creator, etc. First, I want to talk about why I started journaling and how much it's impacted my life. So I started with the 5-minute journal 3 years ago because I had the hardest time sitting down and definitely didn't meditate either. Actually, journaling was the first step to actually be able to meditate as well. Journaling I knew was super beneficial because it allows you to take quiet time to understand what your emotions are or how you're really feeling in that time. I feel that there's so much in life and so many people, I know that I was this way, where I would just wake up and immediately jump into something and then have a coffee and then go to a meeting and then have a workout, and I would just do all this stuff before I even actually thought about how am I feeling this morning, because it's almost like you're in this survival mode. Journaling in the morning for me, I learned to wake up a little bit earlier and to make sure that I fit it in my schedule before I start meetings. Number one, it got me to sit down and just take a second to myself, and I didn't realize how important it was to spend some time alone until I started journaling. I always thought it was important. I loved spending time alone, but it's so different when you take the time to really observe your thoughts and feelings and ask yourself questions and to write it down, because when you write it down, you become observant of what you're writing, but you write without any judgment. So it becomes this beautiful writing experience where you can be really emotional and crying and seem really ridiculous about what you're writing. And then you can go to a totally higher place where you're laughing and you feel gratitude. And the best thing about the journal is that there's no judgment, and you can write whatever you want and have as many emotions as you want in one sitting. And it just releases so much that's going on in the brain. Our brain is moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour with so many different thoughts throughout the day, and not all of them are going to be very beneficial. And so when you're able to write down good thoughts, bad thoughts, in-between thoughts into a journal, it just helps you process things so much more. So you essentially become your own therapist, is the way that I like to do it. And therapists are amazing, and I think that therapy is an incredible tool to also learn a lot more about yourself, because it allows open space to speak and for someone to ask you questions, to think about a different perspective. But I truly do believe that it's possible to do that on your own and to have so much incredible growth when you incorporate journaling into your routine. Number one tip, invest in a journal that you love. So I invest in my journals. I've found a few that I really love. This one I've stuck with for about a year now. Not this one journal, just this journal brand. I think I don't know how many journals I've gone through at this point. But this one I actually found in London from this very old mall called Liberty. They create leather journals, and I love the touch of the journal. I love the aesthetics on the journal. And I just love the pages inside and how it's lined. For me, makes it very easy for me to journal and write what I want. And so I can't stress enough to invest in a journal that just brings you joy and that you're excited to write in it and excited to build a relationship with it, because essentially that will really help you want to take it everywhere and create this ritual that sticks. Number two, find a pen you really love. I know this sounds really ridiculous, but finding a pen that you really love, that writes smooth, that you feel like your writing looks beautiful, because not all pens are created equal, and we know that. I know some pens make me look like I have scribbles for writing, and then other pens like this one make me have the best writing skills ever, and all of a sudden I like my writing. So just as important as it is to invest in a good journal you love, I think it's also just important to find a pen that you really enjoy writing with. This is a pen that I found actually in Paris at a mall. I believe it's a German company. They also sell them online, and this is their Blue Point pen. And it's great because it's actually refillable. So I have a couple different colors, purple, green, yellow, and then you can just replace the ink when it runs out versus just throwing the whole pen away. So I like that as well. Third most important thing I find if you are getting into journaling is finding a space in your home that you always can come back to, that has all the stuff and that it's peaceful and you know that you can take a moment to really enjoy it. I happen to always sit, for my house in LA, I did the same thing. Here, I've done the same, where I sit in front of my couch on the floor. I have a cushion that I sit on, and then I write on the coffee table. And on the coffee table, I have my incense that I like to burn. I have Palo Santo, sage, hand cream because my hands are always dry from cooking, just in case I feel like, I don't know why I can't write when my hands are dry. And I have my crystals and a candle and just a beautiful space that in spirituality, we actually call this like an altar, where you really create things that are meaningful to you or high vibrational, or pictures of items or rocks that you could, whatever it is, you can put anything on an altar. And so I kind of created that space on my coffee table in my bedroom. In LA, it was in my living room because it was a space that I always loved to sit, and I just like to sit on the floor, I think, because of the grounding. I have also created some journaling prompts because I know in the beginning, I free write journal for the moment. Free writing, I think, is the best way to really understand yourself, but I know in the beginning it can be really daunting and you just draw a blank and you have no idea what to write. And so journaling prompts are really amazing and I think are really helpful in the beginning. So I've created amazing journal prompts and I'm happy to share them with you. I actually am planning to create and working on my own journal that I can share with you guys because I've just found so much value in it and I want to put the prompts inside. So if you're excited for that and that sounds amazing, let me know, because I would just love the encouragement to really come out with a product like that, because it's something that's so personal to me that I find so much value in. And I'm also happy to share those prompts with you if you're interested. So if you're interested, definitely comment in the box and I will do a separate YouTube video that's just specific about the journaling prompts and how to maybe answer them. I can give some examples in my own experiences of maybe what I would write to help you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope this really helps you on your own personal journaling journey.